Welcome to Fun and Games Side Quests. Every episode is a different host sharing a video game they love and why they love it.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I run a show with my co-host Tom called 1 Hour, 1 Decision, or just 1H1D. We play a random game on Xbox Game Pass for an hour and then decide if it's worth playing past that hour or not. On this episode of Side Quests, which I am grateful to Matt and Jeff letting me do another one of these, I wanted to talk about a game that came out in 2023. We actually did our 150th episode on this game. It's a little indie gem developed by Visai Games called Venba. Venba at first blush just looks like a cooking game, but like so many of the dishes you make in this game, there's a nice heap of spice as well. While the game mechanics are fairly simple, complete dishes using recipes that get more and more challenging to make, it's the story in between the cooking that really makes this shine. You follow the story of the title character Venba as she and her husband Pavelin struggle with adjusting to life in Toronto, Canada. They immigrated from South India and at first contemplated about moving back to India, as there was nothing really keeping them there. Well, until Venba finds out she's pregnant. They both decide to tough it out and stay for their child, who they name Kavin, so that he can have opportunities they didn't have. Each level is another snippet of their lives and how food, and in particular, food from Venba's culture, is incorporated. You see Venba as she tries to pass her Indian culture to her son, and him rejecting it to try and fit in with his peers. And all the while, Pavelin, her husband, is constantly being rejected for jobs and dealing with a prejudiced society. Venba does do her best to stay positive, as at the end of the day, her and her husband are both there for their son. Now, being a product of an immigrant family, and a South Indian one at that, this game, I felt like, really put a mirror to my face. I was that kid Kavin, and it really wasn't until much later on in my life that I came to realize how much my parents sacrificed for me to be here. I was a jerk, and I know that. And to have opportunities to be someone in this land of prosperity, hell, to even be able to record this episode. Near the end of Venba, I was almost in tears with the realization that I should call my mom and thank her for all she did to make sure I am where I am today. When a game could do that for me, it really goes to show you they did a fantastic job in writing a wonderfully poignant story. The game does look great to me, as it's got an early 2000s Nicktoons Cartoon Network aesthetic. The sounds in the game were apparently all recorded specifically for each dish, which I thought was a neat touch, and all the while the soundtrack keeps up with the dialogue. I could go on about Venba, but it's really something I feel you, dear listener, need to give a chance. It's literally just over an hour, which seemed par for the course for my podcast, and as of this recording, $6 on Steam. This game has so much heart packed in such a small amount of time. Seriously, it took me almost half a season of Breaking Bad to actually care for any of those characters. So, those are my thoughts, and hopefully you'll add your own one day. Happy gaming.
Do you have a gaming subscription service like Xbox Game Pass or a crazy backlog and don't know what to play next? Well, 1H1D might be for you. Join me, Chris, and my college buddy Tom as we play a random game or a requested game for an hour and decide if it's worth playing past that hour. We go over the good, the bad, and maybe some little tidbits about the development you might not have known. Got 30 minutes? Give us a try, and if you like it, throw us a 5-star review. Try something new. You never know what might be your next favorite game.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.